Shall we move on to some stories?
Yeah.
Scary stories?
Scary stories.
Go on, back to the murder.
Babbins
The
and
murder of infants.
Yeah, I haven't got a baby in this one, but this is the one about the young teenage girl
Oh, yeah.
that you said you wanted to hear. I can't tell you the name of this one, the name of the actual story, because it does give away the ending.
Right, but hang on, quickly first, for anyone who hasn't heard the first episode of this and has been living under a rock, what is an urban legend?
So an urban legend is essentially a story, tends to be quite grisly, a story that has been passed down over time that they tend to get mixed up a bit and change over the time.
Chinese
it's essentially Chinese whispers of horror stories,
Right.
but they do tend to have a bit of an origin behind them and a bit of this happened, so now let's make it a lot worse so that we can scare people. It's essentially campfire stories.
Oh, fair.
Back in the day, people used to always tell them around the campfire to scare each other.
Because when I first heard urban legend, I thought Tim Westwood. Carry on. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I like that he asked me to explain it purely to set him up for that joke.
I mean, he was talking, I weren't listening. I was waiting for my turn to talk.
Yeah, shut up, Steve. I'm getting this fucking punchline.
Yeah.
I reckon no one even knows who Tim Westwood is anymore.
Pimp My Ride.
UK.
Yeah.
UK Exhibit did the actual Pimp My Ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pimp My Ride was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Tim Westwood.
People are
Apparently they used to strip some of the more expensive shit back out of the car before they actually gave it to him.
Yeah, some of them were undrivable. They'd put stuff in it and it couldn't be driven, so they'd go, oh, by the way, great that you enjoyed that, but you can't have it.
Yeah. You know, like when they're like, oh, we put 6 Xboxes in your boot or your trunk. And they'll take them out. Like, well, we've got to put that in the next fucking car, mate. What are you doing?
Just taking them out and putting a wee in. There you go.
Yeah. We got a billiards table in your truck. We can't have the balls. Like, you can keep the fucking...
Only on Happy Hour can you go from talking about murderers and killers to Tim Westwood and Pimp My Ride.
Well, there you go. And that's why you love this show.
Should we do it?
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, do give us a review. 5 stars would be lovely. Equally, you can do 4. That's up to you.
Nothing lower.
I'd
Honestly,
prefer 5.
no 3s though, please.
Yeah.
So, with the first story of today's episode, I think you might all know it.
Right.
Oh.
It's very well known.
Right.
So, there was a beautiful teenage girl who lived with her parents in a small town. One evening, her parents went out for a meal and a few drinks with friends.
Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
They left her daughter home alone, protected by their dog, and told the girl to lock all the doors and the windows.
What kind of dog was it?
What we
Border
talking?
Collie.
Protected.
Oh,
Would that
what?
protect you? That just herd sheep.
It didn't say it. It was just the first dog that came into my mind. It was,
Oh.
it was an
Say
Alsatian.
Pitbull.
It was an Alsatian.
Right.
They're pretty scary. She had her dinner and watched some TV and went to sleep around midnight, snuggled up with her dog.
Whitney, Wisconsin.
Anyone who didn't get the joke, she's the one that sleeps with dogs.
Yeah, they got it.
Everyone watches my videos. She was woken up at around 2 a.m. by a dripping sound coming from the bathroom. She assumed she just hadn't tightened the tap properly, so ignored it and tried to go back to sleep.
Nah, you tighten it.
You do.
You hear a drip.
Yeah.
That's getting tightened. Sorry, carry on.
But the girl did feel a little bit uneasy, so she reached her hand over the edge of the bed and let her dog lick her hand so that she knew that she was safe with him protecting her.
That is so Wisconsin.
So the dog's still there. She was woken again by the same noise a little while later, and it annoyed her, but she was comforted by the dog licking her hand and slept once again. An hour later, she was woken by the sound of her parents coming home, so she decided to get up, tighten the tap, feeling much safer with them at home.
You said you started this story saying it's a story we're all going to know.
I've literally never heard of this.
No.
Wait until I say the end.
I've got
That could be where you suddenly know it.
Imagine if it turns out to be the Grinch or something. Is that an impression of the Grinch?
Their house was in a swamp. Oh, Shrek.
Yeah. Why was that your impression of the Grinch? Yeah. Do you want to steal Christmas? Yeah.
Is your heart 2 sizes too small?
Yeah. You sad about that? Yeah.
I've got a sneaking suspicion.
You're the camp one.
He does know it.
Mr. Grinch.
Now,
Her parents get home, so she decides to go to the bathroom to stop the tap because now she feels safe there.
and the water bill's fucking massive. Cheers to that, Becky. Could have turned it off when you heard it.
She walked into the bathroom and instantly screamed.
Yeah.
She saw her dog skinned and hung up on the curtain pole. The dripping noise was the sound of her dog's blood. She ran back into her parents, who had found a note written in blood saying humans can lick too.
I knew it.
Right,
What
so
was
basically
licking her hand?
The person who was in the house licked her hand.
Was licking her hand to make her think that it was the dog. But he'd already skinned and killed the dog.
What?
So he's under the
Why on earth would we have heard that?
It's what Jordan had. It's a really well known. It's called
No,
humans.
I hadn't heard it, but I was like, as soon as you said put her hand down to be licked and comforted by the dog, I was like, I guarantee that's not the dog.
Yeah, I thought that. My brain went to that's not going to be the
But
dog.
what's her
licking it.
name? Because you said if you know her name.
Oh, if you knew the name of the story, it's called Humans Can Lick Too. If I said that straight away, you would have
be
gone,
like,
oh.
I don't know, Dead Jessica or something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Jessica.
Classic Dead Jessica.
Becky, her name was Becky.
Yeah, oh, right,
Because she was a
sorry.
prick because she left the tap running. and we know Becky's can be pricks.
Well,
You got
Anyone
an ex called
listening to this?
Becky or
Nah.
He really just hates Becky's.
Yeah. It's just, oh my God, Becky, look at that. But?
But
Have you heard? Oh, I don't know.
oh my God, look at her back.
is that Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, it's not Becky though, is it?
it's not Nicki Minaj either. The original's from something else.
Oh, right, fair enough. No worries.
Anyway, so yeah, believability of that.
0.
So you don't believe that?
I believe humans can lick too. Yeah.
Right, sorted.
What bit don't you believe?
That it happened.
Okay.
That's yeah.
I don't know. It would take. It's probably hard to skin a dog.
Don't know.
Without it making a noise.
Yeah, that dog's going to be yelping.
Might have
for
killed it
shit.
straight away. Just in out. Knife in the head.
In out. Skinned.
There you go. That's it. No problem.
Maybe the girl was called Brooke.
Hey, your career's over.
Mine.
Brooke.
Oh, fair. No, I think. All right, believability 1 then.
Scariness.
4.
I'll give that a 6. That's creepy, that is.
What, believability or...
No, scariness. Believability, there's a few things. A, I don't think you could kill the dog quietly. B, how are you getting under that bed, you know what I mean? C, also, in like, a dog's tongue's rough, innit?
Yeah, you would have had to do something around it.
No.
Have a fruit pastel before you lick.
What about you, Lozzie?
I'm going to give that believability 1.
Okay, scariness.
Scariness 3.
So this one actually does have an origin story.
Oh,
So there is a reason that this story came about. Obviously, when I say origin story, something happened that triggered this story to then come out, and obviously it's been definitely changed over time.
Yeah.
Was this the original synopsis of Marley and Me before they rewrote it?
Yeah, he doesn't die of like being ill and old. He got skinned.
Don't spoilers!
I'm sorry, but if no one's seen Marley and Me 10 years after it came
I
out,
actually haven't.
I hadn't seen it either.
Wow.
I knew he
I've
died,
seen it, so
though.
Oh, good.
Wow.
As long as Lozzie's seen it.
As Owen Wilson would say, wow.
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 Next half an hour is just this.
Literally, it will be. Wow. Can you imagine, like, one of our listeners has like gone, "Nah, Mum, Dad, listen to it. It's really good." Like, and then finally
Skip a
convinced
random
them.
bit.
Yeah, skip like 12 minutes in. Wow.
Okay, so this was actually one of the stories that was really big in the old 60s.
Right.
And it was told around campfires
Was it?
to scare campers. But there is an origin for it. And it was,
Why would that scare campers? There's no taps about there, son. You're literally as far away from that situation
And a
as possible.
shout.
glampers.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah,
Got
but they
it.
probably
Got it.
deserve it.
Pink moon.
Yeah, Pink Moon.
But yeah, the origin
Put a
actually
serial killer through
was
there.
back in 1871 when there was a story that they heard that happened in England, and there was a jewel thief who evaded being caught.
Jack just
Held up
lifted
the jewel. Yeah.
Well, I was like, why is he doing that as a vape? Yeah, there was a jewel thief who evaded detection by licking the hand of a man who woke up to strange noises to make him think that it was actually his dog,
Wow.
and then he got away with it.
That's pretty smart.
Then I actually have a note here to say check the back seat, which is your story that you've
What?
already told on part 1.
What?
Look on the back of your seat.
Oh, you're a fucking cunt. When you said that,
Look.
it's off.
Honestly, there's a dog's skin on the back of your seat. No,
I don't know why that fucked me up.
So much.
Wait, what did you just say?
yeah, I don't
You
get
said
it.
something about my back. Look at the back of my seat. I was like, what the fuck?
I just
is
left
this?
a note here to say tell the check your back seat story if you wanted to, which is the
Fuck
story he told.
me.